So we're going to look at the minor cofactor of a matrix. In this case, a 3 by 3. We look at the adjoint of the matrix, a 3 by 3. We look at the determinant of the matrix, a 3 by 3. Look at the inverse of the matrix. So please, it's going to be a lengthy one, so you're going to watch as I'm going to do this. I'll try as much as possible to make it very simple for you to understand. Please, if you're just joining this channel, or if you're new in my page, try as much as possible to subscribe to the channel and put on your notification button, so when next I upload any video, you're going to see it. So please join me as I'm going to solve this question you have on the board now. So this question we have on the board now, the way we are going to solve it is this. We are going to take what we call the minor and the cofactor. When you multiply the determinant of the minor by what we call a sign conversion, it is going to give you the element in the cofactor. So you're going to watch how I'm going to do it. Now I am going to consider all the elements in this particular matrix. And if I pick a particular element, I will delete the row of that element and the column of that element. So I want to get the minor and the cofactor. Most especially the cofactor is what I want to get now. So for me to get the cofactor, I am going to take this out. That's this. I'm taking this as a minor. So I'm going to delete the column, the row of the minor, and I will delete the column of the minor. So in doing this, I'm picking one now. So what we do is that in this particular one, we'll do what we call a sign conversion. The sign conversion is plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. That's the sign conversion. Now, if we consider the first one, we consider it as plus. So the determinant will multiply the determinant of the first one by plus. So we multiply it by plus. So see what I'm going to do now. So by the time I take this one, the first one is 1. As I'm taking this one, I'm going to delete the whole of this. So before I do that, what I'm going to do is that let me keep this particular matrix in this form. This matrix can be seen as A11, A12, A13, A1, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So this is what I am looking at this matrix as. So if I am taking this first, I'm considering the fact that I'm taking A11. So it's going to be A11. If I take A11, the whole of this will go and the whole of this will go. So I'll be left with 1, 2, 5, minus 1. So the determinant of this, now this times this will give me minus 1, and this times this will give me 10. So 1 minus 1 minus 10 will give me minus 11. That will give me minus 11. That's going to give me minus 11. So I am going to be putting the cofactors here. So as I'm doing it, I'll be doing it simultaneously. So that will give me cofactor A, with the cofactor of A. So I have gotten the first element there, which is minus 11. So I will come to the next one, which is I'm taking A12. Recall that A12, the sign conversion is negative. So whatever you're going to have for the determinant, you're going to multiply it by negative sign. So I'm going to have this now. So that's 2. That's the minor there, 2. So I'm going to delete this column and I will delete this row. So that will give me, if I do that, I am going to have 3, 2, minus 4, minus 1. 3, 2, minus 4, minus 1. Remember, we say we are going to multiply it by negative, by the sign conversion. So let me put the negative sign there so that we don't forget it. All right. So this will give me A12 is equal to A12 is equal to minus 3 times minus 1 will give me minus 3. And this is going to give me my 2 times minus 4 will give me minus 8. That's with minus 8. So this minus times minus is plus. So this is going to give me minus 3 plus 8, which is 5. 5 times minus 1, it will now give us minus 5. So that will give us minus 5. So we have up here, this point is going to give us minus 5. What I did is that I said this times this. You understand? I did, let me put it here so that I see it clearly. This times this times this gave me minus 3. This times this is minus 8. So since we are subtracting, it will be minus 8. So minus 3 minus 8. That will give us 5. 5 times minus 1, that will give us minus 5. So we have minus 5 in that one there. So that will be minus 5. I'll come to this point, I'll put minus 5. So I'll go to the next one, which is A13. A13, which is this. I'm going to delete the column. This one, the sign conversion is plus. So I'm going to delete this row and delete the column. So I'm going to have 3, 1, minus 4, 5. So that will give me 3, 1, minus 4, 5. 3, 1, minus 4, 5. 3, 1. So that will give me 3, 1, minus 4, 5. So this times this will give me 15. This times it will give me minus 4. Since we are subtracting minus 4, that will give us this plus this times this will give me plus. So 15 plus 4 will give me 19. So this is 19. So A13 is 19. I will come here, I will write 19. So that's good. So we are still managing our space so that we can see clearly. So I'm going to clean this. I'm going to clean this. I'm going to clean this. So the next one we're going to look at now is A21. So we're going to look at A21. A21. Recall that the sign of the A21 is negative. So it's going to be negative. So this is the minor of the A21. This is it. So I am going to delete the whole of this column and I will delete the whole of this row. So if I am deleting this column and deleting this row, that means I'll have 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3, I will have 5 minus 1. I want you to see clearly what I did. So we are considering this element. So we are going to delete this row of this element. We delete 1, this row 1, 3, 4. We delete it. And we're going to delete this column 3, 1, 2. So if we delete this and this, so we are going to have 2 minus 3, 5 minus 1. So we continue our solution. 2 times minus 1, that will give us minus 2. Minus 3 times 5, that's minus 15. Since we are subtracting, it's going to be minus 15, minus 15. So this times this will give me plus. So it's going to be 15. It's going to be minus 2 plus 15. Minus 2 plus 15, that will give me 13. 13 times this negative sign, that will give me minus 13. So we are going to have minus 13 there. So this is going to give me minus 13. This is minus 13. Okay, that is for A21. So we'll go for A22. A22. A22, the sign is positive. So we're going to get, since the sign is positive, A22, the minor is 1. So we're going to delete this. We delete 3, 1, 2 row. And we're going to delete 2, 1, 5 column. So if we delete that, we're going to get 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. I'm going to have minus 4, minus 1. So we continue our process. Minus 1 times 1, that will give me minus 1. And this is going to give me minus 3 times 4. Minus 3 times minus 4 will give me minus 3 times minus 4 will give me plus 12, because minus times minus is what? Plus. So it's going to give us plus 12. Since we are subtracting, it's going to be minus 1 minus 12. So that will give us minus 13. So the next one here is going to be minus 13. So we continue with the process. I'm going to clean this. Continue with the process. I'm going to clean this. So I am taking A23. A23. So please follow what I'm doing carefully. You're going to achieve something from it. So I am going to consider this. So if I'm considering 2, remember the sign convention here is negative. So I'll put a negative sign here. So I am going to have this particular column deleted, and this column is going to be deleted. This row will be deleted. So if this column is deleted, this column is deleted, and this row is deleted. What are we going to have now? We're going to have 1, 2, minus 4, 5. So we're going to have 1, 2, minus 4, 5. Please, let's check it again. So we are considering these 2 here now. So we said we're going to delete the column of that particular element and the row of that element. This element is on the column of 3, 2, minus 1. That's minus 3, 2, minus 1. So we delete this. And it's also on the row of 3, 1, 2. So we delete. We're going to be left with 1, 2, minus 4, 5. So that's what we're going to be left with. So I'm going to multiply 1 times 5 will give me 5. And 2 times minus 8 will give me 2 times 4 will minus 4 will give me minus 8. 2 times minus 4 will give me minus 8. So minus 8, since we are subtracting, it's going to be minus 8 carefully. So 5 minus 8. Minus times minus is going to give me plus. So that will give me 5 plus 8 is going to give me 13. So it will give me minus 13. So I'll come to this point now. I'll put minus 13. Wow, we are going. We're going gradually. We're going gradually. We're going gradually. All right. We're going gradually. So we come to this particular point here. Again, the next one is for us to get A31. So we look at A31. The conversion sign here is positive. So that means the element there, A31, that is under consideration is minus 4. So we're going to delete the row of minus 4, which is 4, 5, minus 1, and the column of this. So if we delete this column and this row, we're going to have 2 minus 3, 1, 2. So that will give us 2 minus 3, 1, 2. Just to check what we have done. This is minus 4. We're going to delete this row and we delete this column. So it's 2 minus 3, 1 and 2. So we're going to multiply. 2 times 2 is going to give us 4. And minus 3 times 1 will give you minus 3. Since we are subtracting, it's going to be minus 3. And this is going to give us 4 plus 3. That's going to give us 7. 4 plus 3 is going to give us 7. So we come to this point, we're going to put 7 here. We go to A32, 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 A32. We're considering this element, so we're going to delete this column of the element and we delete this row. So we're going to have 1, 3, minus 2, 3, 2. 1, 3. So we're going to have this. Remember, the sign is negative. That's the conversion sign. So it's going to be, please don't joke with the conversion sign. It's very important because if you misplace that sign, it's going to affect your result. That's why I'm very meticulous as I'm solving mine. So I'm considering 5 again. So this column will be deleted. This row will be deleted. This is 1, 3, minus 3, 2. 1, 3, minus 3, 2. So 1 times 2 will give me 2. Minus 3 times 3 will give us minus 9. Since we are subtracting, it's going to be minus 9. So 2 minus 9, that's the same thing as 2 plus 9, which is 11, times the negative sign will give us minus 11. So this will give us minus 11. That will give us minus 11. So the last one we are going to do now, that is for A33. 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 So watch it out. So I'm going to look at A33. The conversion there is positive. So A33. A33, which is -1. I'm going to delete this column of -1 and I will delete this row. That will give me 1, 2, 3, 1. So let's look it again. Let's look at it again, please. Let's look at it again. So we are considering -1. I'm going to delete this column and I will delete this row. 1, 2, 3, 1. So, and remember the sign is positive. 1 times 1 is going to give us 1, and 2 times 3 is going to give us 6. 1 minus 6. 1 minus 6. That is going to give us -5. -5. Now you can see that's the cofactor of A. We are through with the cofactor of A. The cofactor of A. We are through with the cofactor of A. We are through with the cofactor of A. So we are going to get the adjoint of A. Adjoint of A. Please watch what I'm doing. Adjoint of A. The adjoint of A is simply the transpose of the cofactor. Adjoint of A is the transpose of the cofactor of A. So we are going to transpose that particular matrix. So, and it will give us the adjoint. So the adjoint now of A is going to be the transpose. Now this first one is the first row, the second row, the third row. So now what it implies when you're transposing the matrix is that the row is going to turn to the columns. So we turn the rows to the columns. So now the column is going to start from 11 down to 19. So it's going to be -11. Next one will now be -5. The next one will now be what? 19. So we follow that same pattern for this. That's going to give us -13, -13, -13. We follow the pattern here. It's going to give us 7, -11, -5. So this is the transpose of this matrix, and that is the adjoint of the matrix. That is the adjoint of the matrix. That is the adjoint of the matrix. This is the adjoint of the matrix. Now recall, I'm going to clean this. That's the adjoint of the matrix. I want to create space for us. I'm creating space for us. Okay. So recall that the inverse of a matrix A is equal to 1 all over the determinant of A times the adjoint of A times the adjoint of A times the adjoint of A. So we are going to get the determinant of A. Determinant of A. The determinant of A. So how do we get determinant of A? So quickly, I want you to look at what I'm going to do for us to get the determinant of A. We are going to consider these 3 elements up here when we are getting the determinant of A. If we pick this first element, just as we did in the cofactor process, but in this case, we are considering 3 elements and we are doing something a bit different from what we did. So watch what I'm going to do now. If I pick one, when I pick one, I'm not just going to delete everything. I'll pick that one. That one will come in front here. It will come in front there. So now, if I pick that one, it's going to come in front. So I'm going to have, I will delete the row of that and I will delete the column. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 5, -1. So if I pick the next one, we are still using our sign conversion plus, minus, plus. So this is going to be minus. I'm picking 2. The 2 will come in front here. So I am going to delete the row of 2 and the column of 2. I have 3, 2, -4, -1. 3, 2, -4, and -1. So let's check it again. I am taking 2, the sign conversion is negative. I'm deleting the row of 2 and the column of 2. So I will have, if I delete the row of 2 and the column of 2, so I'm going to have 3, 2, minus 4, minus 1. That's correct. So I'm picking the last one, which is 3, minus 3 there. So when I pick minus 3, I am going to delete this, and I will delete as 3, 1, minus 4, 5. So it's going to be 3, 1, minus 4, and 5. Good. Minus 4 and 5. Beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is that I will multiply this. 1 times minus 1 will give me minus 1. 5 times 2 times 5 will give me 10. So 1 minus 10. I'll put it in the bracket. Times 1. But since if you multiply 1 by anything, it will still give you the same result. So that is the reason why I'm not bringing it up, because it's not going to make any significant difference. So this is minus 2 into 3 times minus 1 will give me minus 3. 2 times minus 4 will give me minus 8. Since we are subtracting, it will be minus 8. All right, from this point, what we are going to do now, we are going to clear all these brackets, open up these brackets. So what we are going to do is this. We multiply like this. This times this is going to give us minus 1. This times this will give us 10. So it's going to be minus 1 minus 10. This is the leading diagonal. So we subtract the product of 2 and 5 from the product of 1 and minus 1. We do the same thing here. 2 into 3 times minus 1, that will give me minus 3. 2 times minus 4, that will give me minus 8. So this is going to be minus 3 into 3 times 5 is 15. 1 times minus 4 is minus 4, so it's going to be minus 4. So for that simplification, minus 1 minus 10, that will give me minus 11. So coming to this point here, minus times minus will give me plus. Minus 3 plus 8, that will give me 5. 5 times minus 2, that will give me minus 10. So we now have minus times minus, that will give me plus. 15 plus 4, that is 19. 19 times 3. 19 times 3, I'll give us minus 57. 19 times 3 is going to give us minus 57. 19 times 3 is minus 57. So when we simplify this, minus 11 minus 10 will give us minus 21. Minus 21 plus minus 57 is going to give us minus 78. So minus 78 now is now the determinant of the 3 by 3 matrix. Now we can comfortably write our inverse, the inverse of the matrix. The inverse now is equal to 1 over the determinant, which is minus 78, times the adjoint of the matrix, which is minus 11, minus 13, 7, minus 5, minus 13, minus 11, 19, minus 13, minus 5. So now this is the inverse of the matrix. So this is how we find the inverse of a 3 by 3 matrix. I will also do another example on this. So you watch out for my video. You will see another example on this. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. We've been able to see how we can find the inverse, how we can find the determinant, how we can find the adjoint and the cofactor. So once again, this is Casey White's math solution. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this particular channel. Thank you very much.